PCG, PG&E Corp, November $8 call activity now. Papa Charlie Golf.
Are you ready?
Alrighty, good morning, guys. It is November 5th here. Can everyone hear me pretty fine? Hey, Red Lotus, good morning there. Can you hear me fine? Alrighty, thank you for that, Jay. Alrighty, guys, so first off, what we're looking for here, Nvidia is still in breakout momentum. Our Beyond trade's up around 108% today for today, but we're still down 77% on that. Doesn't look that good, but Beyond's one of those ones that
UBER,
move quite a
AVR
bit.
Transportation and Language Solutions announces U.S. partnership with Uber Health.
Alrighty, so first off, guys, let's
That's
go over our
UBER.
Beyond trade. Alright. Hopefully this guy in the background, Charlie, doesn't tag too much over me. But first off, let's go over this. This is an important phase right here we're watching with Beyond. So right now, we have a perfect consolidation box right here. Alrighty, and what we're doing, let me write this here. Okay, so here is the consolidation phase. Now, here's the thing. We are in breakdown momentum. If we take a look here on this chart, let's change it to 3-month daily here. As you can see, we're in breakdown momentum. Okay.
GAIA.
Let me let him. You guys could hear him in the background, right?
Alpha, India Alpha.
Thank you, Refalo. Alrighty, guys, so with Beyond, what we're watching for here is we have a tight consolidation from about $79 up to around $90. So what we're going to be watching for, if we break below this, we have the November 15th. We did a trade on Beyond. We got the 90 strike calls for the November 15th Expo, 10 days till Expo. Right now, what's really important is to be watching if we have a candle that breaks below this consolidation box, I'm going to be exiting that trade immediately. I'm up around $650 on that trade right now for today, but still down $3,600 on that trade overall. Down only 74% now, was down about 90% yesterday at the close, but getting a little pop there, and that's something we're going to watch for. If I see us start to climb there, I might average down and get some more Beyond, or I might just go and pick up the December or January monthly expos. But I do like the company's profile and everything they're doing now, the partnerships they're making. So I'm going to be watching that closely and might even do an in-the-money vertical call spread on that if we start to break higher here. And that's if we get a candle above the 10 SMA. Then I might start to look at an in-the-money vertical spread. Now, let's take a look at Nvidia quick here. Let's give the market, it's only 9:41, 11 minutes into the day. Give the market some time to absorb the information and news. Nvidia, we talked about this the day we had the crossover. This is going back here on the 10th. So this was October 10th. We entered into a Nvidia trade. Here was our stop at 183 and our target resistance at 193. We had an incredible gain on Nvidia and we exited that trade, and then we were in consolidation. And if you look at the chart here, it's very simple if you know and are familiar with our trade plan. Here is the consolidation area. So as you guys could see on Nvidia, we have the breakout momentum, all candles above the 10, 20, 50 SMA, and the candles above the previous candle's body. Now, when we start profit taking, what we're looking for is that first red candle below the previous body's candle. That's telling us that we might retrace back to the 10, 20, or 50 SMA per our trade plan. So what we're doing here, we're watching that first candle right here, and where you see it below the previous day's candle, that's your sign of a drawback, a pullback coming. And as you can see, we did that. Here was our profit taking, and then here was our consolidation area. So if you put in a box around this consolidation area, there's your consolidation area. You're saying once it breaks that consolidation area, then I'm going to enter into some calls or a spread, whatever you want to do. But it's so easy here when you see. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do a channel here, but it's so easy to see what you're doing. Now this is the phase within the cycle. Okay, so here, this red channel here, this is the profit taking. The yellow is the consolidation. That's when their buyers might step in again. And now what we see a candle, a big candle breakout above the consolidation box, and we start the breakout momentum cycle and phase again. Okay, so the cycles are the big overall picture when looking at the daily chart, and then the phases are within the cycle. Okay, and that's the great thing about our trade plan, because it's going to tell us when to sell our positions, when to exit, when to take profits, and when there might be a drawback coming to lock in those either gains or take a small loss on a trade. Following that trade plan is important. So again, Nvidia. Here's our 10-20 cross per our trade plan. Our first green candle above the 10-20-50 SMA, that's our entry. And then what are we looking for? We were looking for that 193. We got up to that 193, we sold, and then as you could see here, we were in the consolidation phase once again.
MRVL, Marvell completes acquisition of Avera Semi. That's Michael Romeo Victor Lima.
That's channel. Let me get rid of that. And then there's that consolidation box. And then we broke out, and then here is the profit taking phase within the cycle. It only lasted for 3 candles. And then there you go. Now we have the breakout momentum again. So it's very easy to tell what's going on when you're in the cycles and in the phases. Let's show this one. We can make a darker green here, otherwise it's going to blend in with that other one. But here then is the breakout momentum phase within the cycle.
IFMK, iFresh received news regarding an ongoing investigation of Zhejiang Zhaotai Technology. That's India Foxtrot Michael Kilo.
And there you go, guys. Look at how beautiful the trade plan works when you're looking at these charts here. So if you're taking a look here and you're seeing the Nvidia chart, so this big green channel here, this is the breakout momentum cycle. Breakout momentum cycle is when you have the 10-20 cross and then your SMAs are yellow, blue, red. That's your breakout momentum cycle. Our phases are within the cycle. Here's breakout. Let me let him talk there.
50.6 versus flash 51. 50.6 on the IHS market PMI.
Alrighty.
For October.
Come on. Alrighty. So again,
composite PMI,
this guy.
50.9.
Alrighty, so again, we're in the breakout momentum cycle, and then here we go. Here's our phases. Breakout momentum phase. Here's the profit taking. Consolidation, breakout momentum. And as you can see, we're coming back down to either the 10, 20, or 50 SMA with our trade plan. And we could look at any chart, and it's very similar for each. And that's what we're trying to look for. As a trader, we're trying to look for those chart patterns that give us the best signals possible with our trade plan. We're not just going out and trading anything just because it has a 10-20 cross or 20-50 cross or confirmation on MACD or RSI, whatever it is. You know, we're watching and we're seeing what it does in the past that could be predictable in the future. If it follows that 10, 20, 50 SMA and follows our trade plan well, then it's good. You know, usually, and those are usually with the better names, the bigger companies, you know, that have a little bit more volatility with them, and it's very easy. We're going to take a look at another chart here like I'm talking about that someone gave the other day that was just a disaster. But this is what we're looking for, guys. So when we have days that we're not doing much, it's usually like here's 3 days. 3 days of profit taking. And then you had that big breakout. So on those 3 days of profit taking, a lot of people are sitting there like, oh, what am I going to do? Should I take and sell for a loss, or what should I do? And those are the traders that are using the emotions to interfere with their trading. And if you let emotions get to you while you're trading, it's going to devastate your account. So if, let's just say you jumped in on this day right here on October 25th, right? And then the next day you have a nice gain. You're like, yes, that trade's going in our way. It's breakout momentum. And then you have 3 days then of profit taking. And on this day here on October 31st, you're like, oh, wow, my account's down, or that trade's down 70%. But you still didn't get that sell signal. Unless it's a short-term trade, that retracement period here is lasting for 3 days. Okay, so unless you have a weekly trade, that 3 days is eating up your time till expiration, and that's going to destroy your trade. That's why it's always best to give yourself plenty of time until expiration. But anyway, you had that 3 days of profit taking. You might be down 50, 60, 70%. But then what happens in the next 3 days? It climbs off of that 10. It bounces. It has a successful support off that 10-day simple moving average, and she starts to climb and breaks out further there. So that's really important to keep that in mind, guide the big picture. You got to know your trade plan and how to trade it. Alrighty, Google here. What's Google doing? 1291.32. You guys could hear fine. Guys, and if you guys like this video, please, like I said earlier, just give this a thumbs up if you like our live videos. Let's see. Banks are kicking ass, Paul said. Andy Chow, airlines are doing good. Let's take a look at Delta. Delta's one we've been checking out lately. Another big day for Delta, up 0.83%. Here was the 1020 cross, and we were going over this a week ago or so. And if we take a look here, let's zoom in a little bit. Again, our trade plan to a T. Here's the breakdown momentum. It held 52 base support here. You see the body of the candles there. It held that 52 base support. So here's our consolidation. Let's see here, rectangle. So as you can see here, here is your consolidation. There's your consolidation. She was in breakdown momentum, consolidated. Here, you could have entered, you had the positive MACD, you had the crossover on the MACD, the RSI looked great, but, you still didn't have that 1020 cross. And as you can see, it came up to that 20, failed, and moved lower. Right here on the 25th is when you got the first candle above, and then the previous day here is when you had the 1020 cross signaling the breakout momentum. So here is your first day that you have confirmation of entry on the 28th, and that's right at what, $54.74, and you could buy a call there. You could see it had another day, big climb, and then what happened? It retraced back down to that 10 SMA, and then she broke higher again. And now she's getting up to resistance. We have some resistance right around $58 a share. So what's going to happen here? Well, in my view, we're going to get up to that 58, and if she struggles, that's when she's going to retrace back down to that 10. So what I'm picturing is she's going to get up to about 58 and then retrace back and then break out again. So we got to keep that on the table there and keep that looked at. I'm sorry, I'm listening to Charlie in the background here. Again, American Airlines looks incredible as well. Look at how well it holds that 10 SMA, guys. This guy's really upsetting me. He's talking over me there. Alrighty, guys. So again, we had the 1020 cross. Here's the SMAs clustering together. There's the SMAs clustering. And then what happens? We have a breakout momentum. We pull back down to the 10 SMA, and then we're breaking out again. Coming down to the 10, breaking out. Now what do we have? We have resistance right around $31, $32 a share, $31.75 to $32. Let's zoom out a little bit more here and give that confirmation. Okay, so yes, we have good resistance right around where we're at, around 31.50 to 32. We break that, we could easily get up to 35. So what I'm going to be looking for with American Airlines, if I'm going to be checking that out, I'm going to be looking for that first candle above 32 a share. If I get that first candle above 32, then there's no resistance until up to 35. So that's a situation that you could do something like an in-the-money vertical bull call spread and do something like the 31, 32 vertical spread for, December monthly or even November monthly expo. But that's something that you're going to be looking at, because if you look at that, let's take a look. If we looked at Delta DAL, let's pull that up on the option chain here. Let's say the December 20th. Okay, and if we looked at the spread buy to open, sell to open, let's just take a look here what that's going to be going for. The December 20th expo. And if we did something like let's see what we got here. All right, let's change that to December 13th, see if that's going to change there we go. Let me see now if I go back to December 20th, it's going to give me, nope. Alrighty, so the 13th. That's why we're looking at Delta there. Alrighty, so December 20th Expo. Let's take a look now and see what an in-the-money vertical spread would look like for that. So I would do something like the 31.32 for the December monthly expo. And as you can see here, it's only going for 50 cents. Max it could be worth is the difference between the two strikes. So from 31 to 32, that's $1. So the max that could be worth is $1. If we're picking it up for 50 cents, obviously if it gets above 32 and it's worth $1, that's 100% return. That's not bad, you know, especially now that it's already worth 30 cents intrinsic value. The rest is time value. The rest of the 20 cents there. Now she's still climbing 32, 33. So that's one that you could keep a look at. Right now, I want to find a swing and possible day trade here. Let me see what Google's doing because I have that spread on Google in Sophia's account at 12.93. We have max returns at 12.95. So happy with Google. As you can see, breakout momentum, profit taking, came back down to that 10 SMA, successful climb off of that, and she's continuing now. Now what we're going to be checking out for is the 1300 as the next resistance. And if she struggles there, that's when I'm going to immediately exit out of that spread. That first candle that we have below yesterday's candle, that's when I would exit this trade, especially since it's this week's expiration and we have a short amount of time, only 3 more days until it expires. Does anyone have any questions or anything they want to take a look at? I'm going to start looking at some good swing trade ideas now, but I wanted you guys to get an idea of how the trade plan works and what we're doing, because that's incredible. And take a look now at American Airlines. 31.42 is just at 31.30 when we took a look at it. Now it's worth 52 cents. We got it when we first started talking, it was at 50. So the thing with spreads, though, you know, those are things that usually, unless you're predicting a very large move, it's something that you're going to have to hold until closer to Expo. So that's the only thing I hate about spreads is the fact that, you know, you really want to wait until a couple of days before Expo to get rid of them and take your profits, unless you have a big climb and you're in call spread, let's say. If we're in this call spread and she gets to $35 a share next week, you know, there's a good chance it's going to be worth 75 cents or higher. So, you know, you really need that big move to sell that spread before Expo, but you could sell it at any time. Now, let's take a look. Let's go through our watch list here and see if we see any good swing trade setups. Alrighty, so here's American Airline. As you guys can see, what we're looking for is strong signals. Signals that it's either holding the 10 or 20 SMA. And here you can see we had breakout momentum. It consolidated, and then we broke out again. It had a little bit of profit taking for a couple days, back down to that 10 SMA on the 23rd, and then what happened? Breakout momentum. Profit taking for 3 days, breakout momentum. Resistance now is going to be 31.72 on American Airlines. It breaks that, good chance she's going to reach up for that 35. Okay, so now Apple. Here's an Apple swing chart. Consolidation, not breaking that previous candle there, so there's a good chance Apple might consolidate and come back down to that 10 SMA before shooting higher again, which is a great opportunity for some puts. So as you can see, whatever your stock you're looking at, as long as you know your trade plan, you could trade anything. You just have to wait for the right setups, the right situation, and the right timing. So there's Apple, if anything. So Apple, what I'm going to be looking for now is you have that first red candle below the previous body's candle. That's a sign that she's going to retrace and either come back down to that 10 or 20 SMA. As you can see here, here's a candle below the previous candle, and what happened? She pulled back, consolidated, and came back down to that 20 before breaking out again. Same thing here. First candle below the previous candle, and she pulled back for a few days there. Again, breakout momentum, first red candle below the previous candle's body right here. That's your exit signal if you're in a long call. And then she pulled back, retraced back down to that 20 SMA before breaking out again. So when you're looking at these charts, that's what you're quickly going through in your mind here, your trade plan and seeing where's a good trade opportunity. We talked about AMD. We were in AMD trades for a while here, and it's still breaking higher, still looks great. And now let's take a look at the analyst reports and see what they're saying here. Because AMD, I think personally, there's still a great opportunity on that. I'm upset that I sold a little bit early on our profits there, but
Coming up at 10, JOLTS job openings for September, 7.028 million. ISM 9 manufacturing PMI for October, 53.5 million expected.
So here is the research for AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. So they're expecting average price target of around $35.53. High
TSLA,
target
Tesla, more new highs,
$52.
322,
Tesla new highs. We're going to take a look at Tesla in a second here.
on Tesla, TSLA.
Alrighty, so again, high analyst predicting $52 a share, which is up 40.97% from where it's at right now. The low estimate is $8 a share. I don't know who said that, but that's down 78.31% from where it's at. So here are the guidelines from analyst expectations. And what we're doing, we're looking at analyst expectations, and then we're following our trade plan and looking for those perfect setups. Okay, so here's one as recently as October 31st. Buy recommendation, he has a price target of $40 for AMD. This guy here, hold, buy 40. So a lot of them are predicting $40. So I could do something like an in the money vertical spread or get some calls, but here's the thing, she has broken out so much from where she was at. There might be a little bit of profit taking to come there. I'm going to keep an eye on AMD, but AMD looks like a good opportunity there. Just got to keep your eye on it. Nvidia is now breaking higher, guys. Here is the 1020 cross, and Nvidia is off. She is at new highs of the day. So keep an eye on that. Keep a lookout. Google is looking great. Let me check Sophia's account. I have Sophia's school account with TD Ameritrade. I want to see what she's at. Wow, she's already up $300 for the day with that simple little Google spread that she made. Very good. Very nice. Let me see about selling that. Let's see if I could. TD Ameritrade, I'm not. Let's see, buy to close and then sell to close.
ULTA, Ulta hitting new highs now.
Ulta, new highs.
Up 931.
Nice highs, guys. The markets are really taking off here now. Nice profits. Beyond's finally starting to climb. Nvidia's still climbing. Here's Google for today. Now see Google, guys, again, consolidation, 1020 cross, she's breakout momentum, profit taking back down to that 20, and then breakout momentum once again. So as a trader, you're looking for those opportunities. Let me see what I could, let's see, buy to close, sell to close. Let's see, call, Expo, November 8th. Nice climb here in the markets, guys. Big breakout on the Diamond ETF. I'm looking at the Diamond over here to the right on the other screen. Look at that candle right here on the Diamond ETF. Nice breakout. Markets are climbing nicely. Let's see. I'm still looking to see what I could get for this. 12, buy to close.
ISM non-manufacturing PMI 54.7 and October consensus 53.4. JOLTS job opening 7.024 million in September. Consensus was 7.028 million.
Wow, guys, Nvidia had a nice climb there. That spread we have the 197.50 200 vertical spread. Let's see what we could get for that now. Maybe we could sell it, lock in some profits, because that's deep in the money now, and that expires on November 15th. So let's see here. We have the Nvidia 197.50 200 vertical bull call spread for the November 15th monthly expo. Let's take a look at that now and see if we could wrap it up. Let's see. Buy to close the 200. Sell to close the 197.50. Nice climb there. Let's see. Net credit. If I could get two. There goes Google, guys. Nice climb on Google. Nice profits. Nice profits today. Alrighty, Nvidia, $1.80. I want to get at least $2 for this, so let's see. How many contracts do I have? 25? Okay, net credit $2. So if I sell it for $2, the max this could be worth is $2.50. 200 minus 197.50, that's $2.50. Okay, so $2.50, I'm selling it for $2. That means I'm leaving 50 cents or $50 per contract on the table. So 50, multiply that by 25. If I sell it for $2, I'm still leaving $1,250 net profit on the table. And it's well above $200 a share. But expiration isn't until November 15th, which is next Friday. So in your head, you want to sell it now, lock in the profit. What did we buy it for? We bought it for, let's see, 11.07 minus 9.52. So we paid $1.55. If we sell it for $2, that's a 45 cents or $45 net gain per contract. 45, multiply that by 25, and we'll have a realized net profit of $1,125. So we're only taking about half the profit as we would have if we waited till Expo. But you know what? It's good to lock in profits. I'm going to put this in. If it fills today, that's great. If not, that's okay as well.
Autonomous driving vehicles to consumers in China and beyond as part of planned
So
cooperation
I will
deal
place
for
that.
engineer and manufacture a self-driving system
Submit.
designed by Mobileye. That's NIO and INTC.
Nice. So that is placed there. Alrighty, let's take a look now and find out Qualcomm. Let's take a look at Qualcomm quick because that's one that I still want to make another trade on.
NIO at $2 at the high.
Let's take a look at this 3-month daily on this. This was a nice setup here. I hate when that goes like that. Alright, so as you can see, Qualcomm has earnings tomorrow after the bell. November 6th, I like Qualcomm. I think they're going to have a nice beat, so I'm going to keep an eye on that and watch for a nice setup there. Want to see about selling this trade on. Alright, let's go down the list here and keep an eye on some things. Let's change this to a 3-month daily. Amazon, still looking good, consolidating. She looks like she's going to go for 1850 by, I think, next week, in my opinion. Which, if she does, let's take a look. Next week's monthly expo, especially ahead of the holiday season. Maybe we could do, I know a lot of people don't like trading Amazon. But I think there's a good opportunity. Buy to open, sell to open. Let's take a look and see what she's going for. 1803.50. So if she does what I'm expecting she to do, at least 1825. So we could look about picking up the, let's see, 1817.50, 1820. That's going for 95 cents. That's too much for that for OTM. So 95 cents, if you put in a net debit for 95 cents, max could be worth is 250, 2.5. Divide that by 0.95. That's a max net return of 163.16%, which isn't bad. 163%. All you need is Amazon above 18.20 a share on November 15th. So I'm going to be watching that. I'm probably going to enter if I get a move on Amazon above 18.10 a share. Alrighty, let's continue down this watch list here. Here's APC, Baba. Let me go in the trade room. Let's see. iDrive a Zamboni, FireEye, WWE are flying high. Red Lotus said, do you only look at the daily time frame? Red Lotus, so with our trade plan, we could use our trade plan either with day trades or swing trades. So if I'm day trading, I'm going up here, I'm clicking today, and I'm looking at a 1 minute. Because we could follow our trade plan to a T we're using the 10, 20, 50 SMA using the 1 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 day chart. Now, if I'm looking for swing trades, I'm changing to the 3-month or 6-month daily, and then I'm plotting my support, my resistance, and my target and my stop areas. So I hope that answers your question there. I Drive a Zamboni said FireEye chart is in the breakout momentum phase. Let's see, FireEye. FireEye looks good. It's coming down to the 20 and popping higher there. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Daily chart's looking great for FireEye. I think you brought that up last week, didn't you, Zamboni? It's looking good, though. It's still climbing, and it looks like we have a nice reversal from $13 base support here, continuing to climb. So with this, I'd be looking at some, and this is something I would go and look at their books, look at their financial situation before I enter into a decent sized trade on FireEye, because it's not one that I typically watch. But that's what I'd be doing, is looking at their financials and then looking and planning out the support, resistance, and the target profit area. And then I'd look at the analyst expectations. Zeboni said he's killing it with FireEye. That's great. Good job. Let's look in the trade room.
South China Morning Post that China needs firmer U.S. commitments on lifting tariffs if Trump wants to seal a trade deal.
All right, Paul Santos. Dave, should we add to the Qualcomm trade from yesterday? Well, let's take a look here. As we could see, Qualcomm right now, she's in breakout momentum. Just started it, 1020 cross. Here's the first green candle for entry, confirmed entry. She broke out, breakout momentum phase within the cycle. Now what happened? We're in the profit taking phase within the cycle, and now we're down to the 10. So let's see if she has a successful climb off that 10. If not, and if the candles are below that 10, either we'll see a retracement back down to the 10, the 20 or the 50 SMA, or possibly reverse and head lower for the day. So it's important to see what we do here at the 1020 SMA. So not yet, Paul, you're asking. I would like to add to my Qualcomm. We have the Qualcomm November 15th 85 strike call, but I might add something to the December expo for Qualcomm.
65.73.
Yeah, Paula. Paula said keep in mind FireEye is a takeover target. Maybe worth owning some FireEye. Definitely not a bad idea for those interested in owning some shares or picking up some calls. Let me continue go down our watch list here. And look, let me change this back to the 6-month daily. Wow, look at that 1-year chart here on Baidu. Now, Baidu is a perfect example. Here's consolidation. It's just much larger. Here's consolidation, and then you have your breakdown momentum. Here's consolidation, then breakdown momentum. Then here's your consolidation. Now it's looking like she wants to start to climb. So we make it in the breakout momentum cycle now. So, there's certain stocks and charts that it's very easy to plot your consolidation, breakout momentum, breakdown momentum. What I do with students that come and take our class is I give them a few charts. I say, here, plot our breakout momentum, breakdown momentum, consolidation. Where would be your entry? Where would be your exit? And that's the first thing I do once I teach our students the trade plan. And that's really good. If you guys want some exercise on that, I could give you guys some charts and say, hey, find me the entries, the exit, and what cycles we're in, where the cycles begin, where they end. And I'm telling you, that helps so much, because then when you go down a watch list like this, and if you don't have all this stuff I have on here, you could just go down like this and say, hey, this is where it's at. It's in the consolidation phase right now. Not doing anything yet. And then you move on to your next trade. Chipotle, breakdown momentum. Cisco here, she consolidated. She's just starting to break. What you're looking for now is that first candle above the 50 SMA, which is a candle basically above, let's say, 47.90 a share. CVX, Chevron, breakout momentum. You have some resistance right around 125. She's at 122 now. So something I would do is probably get an in-the-money call, or possibly do a short-term spread on that for this week's expo. Especially now that you're going into the winter months. Delta Airlines, we just went over that. Consolidation, now she's in breakout momentum. DBX, Dropbox, that has earnings this week. 1020 cross, she's starting to climb there. Plenty of room to climb higher. Got some resistance right around 21.50 a share. Break through that, we're going to be looking at around 24. But it does have earnings coming up this week, as does Disney. Disney's looking pretty good, I think, for a breakout here after reporting
CEO
earnings.
Colgate Palmolive, November 67.5 call sweep in Charlie Lima.
Expedia, let's change this to a 6-month, 3-month. Now here's the beauty too, guys. Look at this. Now see, when you got a true trade plan, this is where we last plotted this chart. Now all you do is continue to stretch it out, and she's still same channel and same cycle. And that's the beauty of our trade plan. If you started this channel right here, 3 weeks from now, it's still in breakout momentum. It's still holding those SMAs. And that's how you know your trade plan's working well. Facebook, this is going to be one I need to be watching for as well, because I want to make a larger trade. I think this is going to 200 to 210 a share. Right now, it's still in breakout momentum. I'm just waiting for that next climb. Qualcomm just had a big pop there, about 27 cents before retracing. Let's see here. Let's continue to go down. FXI. Google's looking great. Groupon, that had earnings yesterday. I think that's going to be a great stock to own for the long term. Someone's going to come in and buy up Groupon. There's no doubt about it. They just have piss poor management at Groupon. They need a CEO shift. JP Morgan, look at JP Morgan. Here's the 1020 cross, your entry. Here's consolidation for 3 candles, breakout momentum. Profit taking right back down to the 10 SMA and then breakout momentum. And guys, that's our trade plan. Look at how you could go stock to stock, chart to chart. Here's breakout momentum. Here's a 1020 cross. Here's your confirmed entry when you have the first candle above 1020.50 SMA. That's right at 111 a share. Breakout momentum climbed all the way up to 120. So you made a 9-point gain there in just about a week following your trade plan. Here's consolidation. Here's a 1020 cross, breakout momentum. Here's consolidation, and then it broke below the consolidation box, so you have breakdown momentum, and came down to the 50, held 50 support, and then what happened? Breakout momentum again. Here's a 1020 cross. Here's consolidation right here. Breakout momentum phase within the cycle, profit taking phase, and now in the breakout momentum phase and cycle once again. So it's really important to know your trade plan so you know where to take your profit, where to take your exit, and what to be looking for. Here's a really nice setup here on Macy's. This one again is up over 3.4% today already, and she's still climbing. And this is one that could easily continue to climb into the holiday season here. Nice cyclical trend coming up on Macy's. So keep an eye on that. Macy's is looking good. Possible swing trade for the December 20th Expo. And if I was doing a Macy's trade, what I'm going to start doing on these live videos, guys, what do you think of this? I could go and do something like this for you guys. Let me look here. Text. Tell me what you think of this. So let me see here. I'm going to show you guys something because I'm a type, I like to do things a certain way here. So if we have, let's say, let's see here. Alrighty, so what do you think about me putting things up like this? As you can see here, I could give out different trade ideas while we're live here, even if I'm not making them. There you go, Macy's buy to open, the Macy's 16 strike call at $1.50 per contract for the December 20th extra. Do you guys like if I give you trade ideas on the stocks we're looking at and put them right up there, or just in the trade room? What do you guys think about that on the videos?
TLUU Glue Mobile, November $6 call sweep. That's Golf Lima uniform.
Let's continue to go down here. MasterCard. That had a nice retracement here. That's going to be a possible short-term swing trade or day trade there as well. Google is breaking higher. I love how Google's looking here. Google's at news highs for the day here. New highs continuing to climb. Looks great. Wow, look at that big breakout here for Google. Look at that candle. Wow. Let me check out Sophia's account. She's now up $400 for the day on that Google spread. Let's see here. That's going for a net credit. Let's see what that Google trade's going for now. GOOGL. Going for about $1.50. Hold on 1 second, guys. Guys, there goes Google again, 1296 and climbing, still breaking out for the day. It's looking great. Alrighty, let's see here. That's a nice breakout for Google. And if we look at and like I said, 1300 a share, that's going to be some pretty tight resistance there. So I'm going to be watching that carefully. Let's take a look a little bit further out. So right at 429 and the 1028 candle there. We're going to have to be watching out for that. Qualcomm starting to rise again here. Nice breakout. Well, not really breaking out just yet, but first candle above the 10, which is really good. I love how Google's chart's looking here. Still climbing there. Going for 1297. Big breakout here, guys. Nice climb. If you're not in Google, it's a nice day trade as well. Let me see. I think I'm going to sell the position in Sophie's account now. She's up about $450 on that small Google spread we made. So I think I'll lock that in. Here's Sophia's trade right here. So this is her trade. I don't know how TD system works here with their. Let me see here. Let me get the. Okay, so we're up $427.91 on this trade. Here is the gains. I like the E-Trade system much better there. But anyway, nice gain on the Google trade here. I'm going to be locking that in shortly. Nice breakout on Google. Let's see here. 12 contracts. Let's see, trade options. $92. Let's see. Okay. One second, guys. I'm going to call TD up quick. I hate these trading platforms sometimes, especially with E-Trade. Sometimes they give you the wrong info. I'm going to call TD up. I got to ask him something about this position here. Let's see. Let's continue go down the list here. McDonald's is going to be one of those trades we could watch here as well after the big sell-off after the CEO was fired. This is going to be a nice chart pattern here. 220 base resistance from that run down to 190 support. That's looking good as well. Alrighty, I'm putting this on mute for a second. I gotta go. I want to call them up and ask them what's going on with this. It's not letting me sell for some reason. So let me give them a call quick, guys, and I'll be right back in 2 minutes.
Shares of Mylan, MYL, selling off to the lows now. 1907, Michael Yankee Lima. Seeing sweep in the January 2021 $15 put in Mylan, MYL. Mylan's conference call started at 10 a.m. S&P futures down 4.25, Nasdaq down 11, Dow futures up 34, gold down 22.40, crude is up 64 cents. BA Boeing at the high. UA Under Armour April 20 called active, now 5,000 contracts on UA Under Armour.
Alrighty, guys, so I just got off the phone with TD Ameritrade, and they said, this is what's crazy. They said sometimes it won't work if you're using their website. They said it has to be done on the Thinkorswim platform. So that to me is a little crazy there, but that's what they said. They placed that order. They said there was no problems. I don't know why it didn't go through, but they suggested using the Thinkorswim platform. I told them I use eTrade Pro, but just now starting to get used to the other one. Guys, someone brought up Ulta, and I was looking at Ulta. I was on the phone with him, and take a look at this 1 month here, or the 3 month. Let's go to. Look at that chart. First candle above the 1020 in a while. That's looking to be a good setup there. And especially going into the holiday season, I might be taking a look at this. So let's take a look at the Ulta chain. Also, let's bring up the calendar. Here is the calendar. Let's bring up Ulta. So we have Ulta. There's nothing coming out for November, December earnings on the 5th. So with that said, first now let's look at the research analyst reports. And guys, sometimes eTrade has some really good reports you could buy on these companies as well, but I don't want to go too much into buying research reports unless you're looking to make a larger long-term trade. So Ulta, let's bring that chart up here and take a look. So here is Ulta now. Now in the background here, over here, you can see they report earnings on December 5th. And then over to the left here, we can see the option chain for Ulta Beauty. Now let's take a look. So The average price target's 286.78 a share. That's up 17.38% from where it's at now. The high is $330 a share, which is up 35.07% from where it's at. The low is 235, which is only down 3.82% from where it's at. Basically, today's move, she was at the low already. So we have nice base support there. And if you're looking at that chart at the 6-month daily on Ulta, it's looking to be a nice setup. It doesn't have earnings until December 5th. So me personally, if I'm looking at a trade like that, I want to do something that's going to go right before earnings so I could catch that run up into earnings and also capture that holiday cyclical trend. So with that said, I'm going to be looking, if we go here, the December 6th, she reports on the 5th. That's a little bit too late. So the November 29th, right
JP
into
Morgan
Black
CEO
Friday.
Jamie Dimon on CNBC says Brexit will cause a diminishing of the financial center in London.
Alrighty, so if we're looking
Secretary
at this.
Pompeo says U.S. once again calls on Beijing to cease all harassment of
Alrighty, Charlie,
Uyghurs
keep it
living
down there.
outside of China.
So if we're looking at the 245 strike call, we could pick that up for around $7.85. So 245 plus 7.85. So at 252.85 is our break even plus 7.85. So at 260.7 we would have a 100% return. So let's take a look now. That's if we bought a regular call. If we bought a regular call for the November 29th, the 245 strike call, we need it at 260.7 for a 100% return. And that means we need the stock right up here. We need the stock where it was on October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd once again. From now until the end of November. Obviously, that's plenty of time here. Nice run, nice move possible. Or if we take a look, now that's with regular calls. So now what we have to decide, do we want those calls or do we want to go with a spread that's into Black Friday? Which, that's usually when you're going to see your big move is up to Black Friday there. So let's take a look. She's at 244.46 right now. Share. If we did something like the 247, 250 vertical bull call spread, that's only costing $1 to be worth 250. So that's a max net gain of 150% return, and we only need it at 250 a share. So with the spread, we only need it at 250 or higher, and we make a 100% return. Or if we just got the regular call, and we picked up the November 29th 245 call at, let's say, 785, that means 785. So 245 plus 7.85, that means our break even is at $252.85 a share plus 7.85. So again, our 100% return. Let me drop him in the background. Okay, so again now, let me let him stop talking here.
That's Kilo Romeo.
Sometimes they talk about things that are really worthless. Anyway, so guys, with this call for the 245 strike at 785, we need it at 260 a share, 260.7 for a 100% return. But like I said, we do this spread. We need it at 250 or higher, and we have a 150% return. So, that's what I was looking at there with the Ulta. And the nice thing with Ulta, if you look at the chart over here to the right, what we're looking for is a break. If tomorrow we have a candle above that 50 SMA, that would be for me my confirmation of an entry. So I might enter into the trade tomorrow, but if you guys are looking for an early pickup here, you could enter into this spread, or you could even do the 245, 247.50 vertical spread for $1.10 to be worth 250. That's a max net gain of 2.5. Divide that by 1.1. That's a max net return of 127.27%, which isn't bad at all either. Me personally, though, she's a mover, so I'd go with the 247.50, 250 vertical spread for the November 29th Expo into Black Friday. So again, 1.00 would be my net debit. And obviously that's going to be $100 per contract. So if you were doing a $500 trade, you just put 5 contracts and there you have a $500 trade that could be worth. So you're paying $1 for this. So it's going to cost you $500, and the max it could be worth is $1,250. So you're putting in $500 into this trade, and it could be worth $1,250 in a short couple of weeks. So that's a good idea there to keep a look at. Like I said, me personally, I'm going to wait for that first candle above the 50 SMA here for my confirmation. But if you wanted an early entry, you could certainly get into it now. I would do the November 29th expo or further out. So that's that. Let's take a look. Let me see if the Google trade sold for Sophia. Still open. Okay. Let's see order status. Okay, there we go. Let's take a look at the Diamond ETF here. Getting a little sidetracked looking at this account here, Sophia. Diamond is looking okay. She might retrace a little bit here. Let's see if I can. I really like the candles on Google here. I might hold it for one more day. Not too sure. Keep an eye on that though. Let's continue to go down here. I'd like to do a day trade today, but it is only Tuesday and not seeing too much moves here. Dow's only up 32. Nasdaq's down
says full year revenue
about
from
2
Rexella
points.
to be slightly lower than expected due to company's aggressive share retention actions that are in their conference call. That's Michael Yankee Lima.
Jorge Nunez said, Dave, that Qualcomm call, he's giving me thumbs up. Jorge Nunez, did you get that Qualcomm trade weeks ago? Are you still in it, or are you talking about the one from earlier? I'd love to enter into some more Qualcomm. That one's coming up. That one has earnings on the 6th, so I think that's going to be a big winner. I wanted to pick up a small trade on it in Sophia's account, just to have a small, $400, $500 trade on it. Crude getting a pop. So take a look at your ExxonMobil, Chevron, BP, Petroleum. Matter of fact, XOM. So there you go. Look at that. Look at those candles for the past 3 days here on ExxonMobil. 67 all the way up to almost 73. Let's take a look at today. 1 minute breakout momentum. Guys, this is a nice day trade here. So take a look. Let's take a look at the swing chart. 6 month. We're looking at around 76 is the next. 75 to 76 is the next target resistance. So if we took a look at ExxonMobil here, we're going to take a look at ExxonMobil and some of the other, let's see, CVX and BP Petroleum. So as we can see, CVX has next resistance right around 125. So that's not a bad trade idea either. CVX.
Arcadia shares at the high.
Let's see BP.
That earlier press release.
BP is not looking bad either. $42. I like CVX though, if you're asking me. I'd go with CVX and I'd do something with this week's expo because we are getting into the winter months as well here. So there's going to be more demand for oil as we get into these colder months. So definitely should continue to see a rise in crude oil prices here and continue to see the charts climb. Guys, our Beyond trade's up 165, 167% today. I'm up $1,000 on my Beyond trade today. Let's see what the heck that's doing for it to be up that much. Nice breakout, up about 6% today. And guys, remember when we entered this trade, I said, guys, this is one of those stocks that is very volatile and you got to keep an eye on it. One more day like this and that trade's going to be from down 90% to green. If we have one more day like today, that trade's going to be green. So that's the thing about Beyond. It's a big mover, and like I said, we just got to follow our trade plan. Big breakout momentum here from 82.50 a share all the way up to 84.50, and it's looking great. Zamboni said he's killing it on WWE. But that beyond, though, like I said, that starts to climb again. I'm going to be jumping in on that. McDonald's is starting to get a climb here today as well, up $1.27 for the day, up 0.67%. Here's WWE. Let's take a look at the 6-month daily. That's a nice hook pattern there, Zamboni. So what I'd be looking at here, first off, let's see if they have any type of earnings or anything coming up. Any dividends? See, they have dividends on the 12th. So today's actually the ex-dividend date. Let's see, January. Nothing for January. Nothing for December besides dividends, ex-divvy date. Alrighty. So let's take a look. WWE. First off, let's take a look and see where our target profit area would be. So, big drop from 70 a share all the way down to 52.50. So we're looking at it around 62 to 65 as our target. 62 to 65. What's the implied move? Quick, let's take a look.
AXSM, Axsome Therapeutics, January 30, call sweep. That's Alpha X-ray Sandy and Michael, currently 824.84 in AXSM.
Here is WWE. Their implied move, they have nothing on here. But a next earnings date, February 6th, before open. Nothing on there until next earnings day is 93 days away. But if I was looking at something like that, I'd look at the December 20th. Let's take a look. The 55 strike calls dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Even the 60 strike, so you get up to 64. That's not bad. But they don't report until February, so you can even go into January and it should still be, look at what I said. The 55 strike's 540, and the December 55 strike is 450. So you're only paying 90 cents more, less than 90 cents more for an extra month. To me, that's well worth it. So I'd go with the January 17th if you guys are looking. So if we go back here, let me give this other idea here. Let me see, how do I do this? Properties, there we go. So watch what I'm going to do. Alrighty, so now do you guys see that on the video there? I added a second trade idea. So you should be able to see it. Let me know if you guys could see it there. It says trade idea. We have the Macy's buy to open, the Macy's 16 strike call, $1.50 a contract for the December 20th Expo. And then we just added the WWE buy to open, the 55 strike call for $5.45 a contract for the January 17, 2020 Expo. Do you guys see that on the screen there? And what do you guys think? That way there's a good thing there. You guys could see what we're looking at, what we're talking about. And then also in the description, we could add the trade ideas for that day in the description on the videos. That way the people that are coming that aren't allowed to watch the videos during the day, whether they're working or whatever it is they're doing, they could come and say, okay, here's the description of this video that's an hour and a half long. Here's a gist of what they went through and the trade ideas for that day. And then if they want, they could go and take a look at that video and see if there's any trade ideas or anything they like out of that video. I think it's a great way to be better organized and present the trades and trade ideas to you guys more efficiently like that. Let me know what you guys think about that in the chat room. Let me go on the website here. BA looks great, says Paul Santos. Kevin says trade idea Ulta November 29th, 247.50, 250 vertical spread at $1. He was talking about that. Kevin, he's announcing my trade ideas in the trade room, which is great. Thank you very much for that, Kevin. Marco Rossi said, anyone see a hook pattern for WWE on the 6-month daily? We just went over that. Beautiful hook pattern. 62 to 65 is the target profit area. But like I said, I would go with the December 20th or January 17th expo. I would not go with the November 15th monthly expo. You need more time for this trade. All right, and then obviously your stop, you have a tight stop here below 55 bucks a share. So $2 less and you're out of that trade, and you're looking for a possible, $8 climb from where it's at right now. So that's that. Let's continue to go down our watch list here. It's almost 11 already. Let's see, Microsoft here. Microsoft was doing pretty well. I remember the one day I had this charted out all nice with our channels and our phases, and I clicked the button by accident and it got rid of everything. Man, that's heartbreaking. Here's another one with the consolidation box. I said once we get a candle above or below this consolidation box, because we had a triple top here. So I was saying, she might struggle right there at that 9/9 candle, September 9th candle, because it got right up to resistance from 7:15, and then again we had on 4/18, April 18th. So I was talking about the consolidation box here. We got that candle above, and then breakout momentum, held that 10, and then that first big candle there. And now what do you see again? Now you're seeing a consolidation box once again with Nike. So right here, here's your consolidation box with Nike. You're looking for a make or break above or below this box. If it breaks above this box, first candle above this box, that's your entry. And then what you're looking for is your resistance. So your resistance is going to be your target profit area. So if you get a candle here tomorrow, let's say at $90.79, you're entering. And then you're looking for around 95 as your target resistance, your target profit area. So obviously, if you got something like the November 15th, I would go honestly now if you're looking at retail stocks, earnings stock, or not earnings stocks, but holiday stocks, look for something with the November 29th or December monthly expo. Preferably the December 20th monthly expo would be perfect for you if you're finding a good trade to set up. And guys, again, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask. I have people that put in a trade wrong. They'll put in a sell to open and a buy to open, and sometimes people do things wrong. So please ask. I'm here to help you guys. I want to see you guys do well. So please feel free to ask. And if you want to join us, again, go to the website, thesantarelliexchange.com, and you can use promo code TradeLive to sign up for our service there. Let's see here, Nvidia. Let me see what Nvidia is at. I'm still waiting for Qualcomm. Qualcomm starts to climb there. I'm going to be adding to that trade. Nvidia is looking great. I love how we made our cycles, our phases, and we went through each of these. I mean, this right here, you guys should take a picture of this right here and put it up on your wall or next to your desk there so you guys could understand the cycles and phases. And this should be up here as well. That way you guys could understand the cycles and the phases within the cycles. So that's a great way to learn right here. You have your breakout momentum, your profit taking, consolidation, breakout momentum, consolidation, breakout momentum, profit taking, breakout momentum. And guys, with our trade plan, it's so easy to understand what cycle and what phase you're in. And once you start looking at these charts and how they react, like Nvidia, for example, if you look back, you could see how well it uses this trade plan. I mean, look at how incredible. Now, these big channels, these are the cycles. And then within these cycles, we have phases. Like if we look at this big green channel here, which is the breakout momentum cycle, if we look at within the phase here, we have the breakout momentum, the consolidation, and the breakout momentum again. So it's very easy once you're looking at that cycle to go in that cycle and then plot your phases, your breakout momentum, consolidation, profit taking. And again, you're watching the 10, 20, and 50 SMAs, your simple moving averages. You're getting your confirmations with your MACD, RSI, Bollinger Bands. You're using the tools and indicators to help you better place those trades. Alrighty, guys, any last questions for the day here? Because I'm going to go call TD again and see what's going on with that Google trade. I put in a limit order and I don't even see it on the website. They're telling me to switch over to the Thinkorswim platform, but like I said, that's only Sophia's little education account with $5,000 in it. I'm trading on eTrade Pro here, which is what I've been using for a decade. So I'm going to learn the Thinkorswim platform once I get a chance, but no rush. Anyway, guys, any last questions before I head off here and go back into the trade room for the day? Zamboni said, Dave, I'm behind a firewall at work, so it won't let me access your site. Zamboni, if you have our service, we send out email alerts once we make a trade. So you could sign up for our site, or if you're a member already, just watch for those emails. I'm going to look for some swing trade setups to send out today as well. Let's see. Chung Ho asks about Costco. Let's take a look quick at Costco. Costco, again, nice pattern here. So let's extend this. We looked at Costco last on the 16th of October. That's a beautiful thing. I always document all the pictures that we share. So again, what do you have here? This is the breakout momentum cycle. Within the cycle, we have phases. Here's the breakout momentum phase. Here's the profit taking. Here's the breakout momentum. Here's the profit taking. Now we're in consolidation here with Costco. So if we take a look, we draw a rectangle. Here is our rectangle of consolidation for Costco. So we're looking for, and I'm expecting it to hold the 50 support, because if you look back here, each time she's retraced after the breakout momentum, she's retraced back down to the red 50 SMA here. Okay, she had a climb, big breakout momentum. She consolidated, she profit taking back to the 50 SMA. It held support at the 50 SMA, breakout momentum, profit taking. Now we're in the consolidation phase, all within the breakout momentum cycle. Alrighty, guys, so that's what I'm looking for with Costco for Chung Ho. I'd be looking for a candle above $300 a share, which is only $2, which is about 1% higher from where it's at right now. So if it has that 1% move from where it's at now, then I'd be looking at anywhere from 305 to 310 as the profit target area. Now, if you're looking at something like the November 29th or December 20th monthly expo, then I'd have 310 minimum as a target, and I'd probably pick up the 300 strike call here. If we take a look at Costco, let's take a look at the option chain. If you're looking at the December 20th expo, I would probably pick up the, you can pick up the 295, 300, even the 305 strike if you really want to extend it a bit. But if that's expensive for you, simply what you could do, buy to open, sell to open. If you want to do 10 contracts, call. Let's see Costco first, make sure she's got no earnings or anything upcoming. Let's go to the calendar here, tools, calendar. Bring this down for you guys, putting Costco, and let's take a look. So it has earnings, nothing for November. December, it has earnings on the 11th. So I'd get the December 6th or the November 29th expo there. They're going to be your weekly expos. So again, earnings on the 11th. So I'd be looking at the December 6th expo, let's say. Buy to open, sell to open, December 6th expiration, or you could simply do the, I like the November 15th event. That doesn't look bad at all. So here I would be looking at either the 297.50, 300, which is a pretty safe trade there, and that's only $1.30 to be worth 250. So 2.5, divide that by 1.3, and your max net return is 92.31%. So you're looking at a 92.31%, and all you need is Costco above $300 a share by your December 6th expo. So that's not a bad trade idea. You buy 10 contracts, it's going to cost you $1,300. That $1,300 could then be worth $2,500 on expo as long as Costco is above $300 a share. Now let's say we wanted to go a little bit further out. We're feeling frisky here. We want the 302.50, 305 vertical bull spread. That's going for 94 cents a contract to be worth 250. 2.5, divide that by 0.94, and that's a max net return of 166%. So if you jumped in this, 10 contracts is going to cost you $940 to be worth the max of $2,500. That's a nice gain there as well. And then if you want to really extend it out to the max, you can. You could look at the 307.50, 310, which is going for 59 cents to be worth the max at 250. 2.5, divide that by 0.59, and that's a max net return of 324%. So you're going to make a 324% gain if cost goes above 310 a share by your December 6th expo. Again, the further you go out of the money for your spreads, the higher the risk. That's why I was talking about if you went with the, let's say the 295, 297.50, which this trade is fully in the money right now. It could even drop 30 cents. If it drops 30 cents, you still have max net gains. Okay, so like I said, 295, 297.50 vertical spread for $1.45 to be worth 250. That's a max net return of 2.5. Divide that by 1.45. That's a max net return of 72.41%. So you're making over a 72% gain, and the stock could even drop. It could stay where it's at, or it could climb, and you're still going to make that 72% gain. That's not a bad trade idea. I really like that. I think that's excellent. So actually, that's something I could put on the thing as a trade idea as well here. Let's see. I'm going to put that one last one up for the day, and then I am off and going back into the trade room. Okay, so I'm going to add this one, the Costco, as a trade idea. And I'm going to start putting the stops on these as well. Alrighty, so Costco, I'm going to give two ideas here. I'm going to give the spread actually on this. The 295.00 slash 297.50 vertical bull call spread at 1.50 per contract for the December 6th expo. Alrighty, so there's that trade idea as well. There's 3 trade ideas. I'm going to make those. Let me see here. Let me get rid of this option chain here so you guys can actually see something. Let me put this over here so you guys could just see this for a second. Alright, so there's the 3 trade ideas. If you guys could see them, I just had them. The trade ideas: Macy's, buy to open the Macy's 16 strike call at $1.50 a contract for the December 20th expo. WWE, buy to open the 55 straight call at $5.45 a contract for the January 2020 expo. Costco, buy the 295, 297.50 vertical bull call spread at $1.50 a contract for the December 6th expo, which is 1 week before they report their Q3 earnings. So definitely don't want to do it after the December 6th, otherwise you're going into earnings and you're having a higher risk trade there. So with either going with the, like I said, you could go with the November 15th if you want to. That's the earliest I'd get, the November 15th monthly expo or the November 29th monthly expo. Let's see, Skyjack saying Qualcomm's on the move here. Let's take a quick look at Qualcomm before I head off for the day. Today, let's get rid of that draw. Nice climb there. She's coming up to resistance of the day. If she has a candle above 85.47 today, then there's a good sign she's going to climb much higher for the day there. So I'd be looking to possibly add to my Qualcomm trade for the November 15th 85 straight calls that we picked up for $3.02 a contract. Let's take a quick look. Continue to go down here. Nvidia, guys. This is just one that is so beautiful to watch here. Nice climb here. 209.50. Climbing 210.11. She might be up to 211 by the end of the day. If you guys want, this is a nice day trade setup here. All the way up to 211 to 215 a share if you're looking for a swing trade. If you're looking for a swing trade and entering now, I'd be looking at 215 to 220 as a target profit area for this week's expo. But I would go in and jump in and do the November 15th expo. Alrighty, let's take a look down here. Let's continue. Under Armour. Let's take a look at UA quick before I head off. It's after 11 here. Let's take a look at the 6-month daily. 6-month daily, guys. Again, you have a nice hook pattern starting to form here. So what are you looking for with Under Armour? Take a look. This is really, really important here. You have the bodies of the candle right there. Here's your consolidation. Let me zoom in. I want you guys to understand this. So if you get a if you get a candle above this consolidation box, this is the base support here at 1550. Okay, you get a candle above this consolidation box here, you're looking at around 1750 as a target for this hook pattern. Okay, so this is a nice hook pattern here. Just keep an eye on UA. Nothing on it yet today. If you wanted an early entry and jump in it today, then you could simply have your stop at 1570 a share, which is only 35 cents lower than where it's at right now. So that's a nice tight stop for you right there. AMD, big call sweeps coming in for AMD. Let's take a look at that quick before we jump off. I'm just in a trading zone today. Nice climb on AMD, still breakout momentum, but let's take a look now at the Bollinger Bands here and see what the heck's going on with that, because I bet you she's at the outer end of that Bollinger Band there, and if you take a look, she is. She's climbing on that outer band there
WMT, Walmart, and
and
TSLA
holding that.
Tesla. Walmart and Tesla say in joint statement, pleased to have resolved issues raised by Walmart concerning Tesla solar installations at Walmart stores. That's WMT and TSLA.
Alrighty, guys, I'm going to head off here. Any last questions for the day there? If you have any questions, you guys that are members in the trade room, I'm going to be there.
Collaboration with UberMax to support world's first
let me let him finish talking.
As a service smart glasses offering. That's VUZI.
Alrighty, guys. Any other last questions here before the end of the day? Dave, can you take a look at Uber? Paul Santos. Let's take a look at Uber. 6-month daily. This could be a good hook pattern. Guys, take a look at Uber now. This is what's going to be really important. Watch for base support here from the 10-2 and the 10-10 candle. Okay, if it's holding this support now tomorrow, let's say tomorrow it comes in. If she drops lower here, then she's in breakdown momentum and I wouldn't touch it. But if it holds support from October here, and starts to climb, I might jump in that and do something like it's at 28.82 right now. So if you want a low risk trade, what I would do is something like this. I would look at something like the December 20th Expo. I would do a spread. And watch how nice this is, because you have base support right now, right at around $28 a share. Okay, I'm probably right at, let's see, $28.25 a share, let's say. Okay, so $28, that's our base support. So if we look at the December 20th monthly expo, and let's pick up something right at the expo there. Let's say the 27.28. This only cost, let's say, 60 cents to be worth $1, right? 1 divide that by 0.6. This is a max net gain of 67%. And it could drop 70 cents and you still have that max net gain as long as she's above 28. And guys, the nice thing about this is if it holds support from back in October here, that's going to be a great setup, because by the December 20th Expo, this could be back to $32.50 to $35 a share, deep in the money. You could sell it and move on to the next trade. That's why I love getting into spreads right when they're at base support there, because if you jump in while she's at base support, your stop is a candle with the body below support. Candle below the support area, you're out of that trade. That's your stop. And the nice thing about it, since she's at support there, that's generally the bottom. When she's at support, that's generally the bottom for that stock. And if she starts to climb there, then you just sit back. You could set a net credit order to sell it at, let's say, 90 or 95 cents. And once it gets up there, she'll sell your trade and you don't have to do anything with it. And all you have to do is each day look, make sure she didn't drop below base support at $28. And that's a really nice trade idea for Uber. Seriously, 27.28 vertical call spread for the December 20th Expo. That's not bad. Your stop, like I said, first candle below base support at $28. So if you get a red candle below 28, that's your exit. And then if you're in it, the stock could drop, stay where it's at, or climb, and you have that max net gain of 67%, which still isn't bad. Not bad. And if you guys are wondering what we're at right now for the day, here's what we're at right now. Nothing major. Up $870 profit and loss for today unrealized. So, and that again, that's mostly fueled by Beyond. Beyond's up $900 for the day. And take a look now. Oh, let me see something there. What did I just do? So nice gains for the day there. And again, it's just following your trade plan and knowing when to enter, knowing when to exit, and being disciplined. Let's see here. Alrighty, any last questions here for the day? Do you teach spreads? Yes, Jack. We have classes. We have beginner classes. We have intermediate and advanced classes. My advanced classes, I'll usually give to one of our partners, Anthony Dolly, who is a former Goldman Sachs employee, and he also taught options trading at Hofstra University. So advanced classes I'll send to him. I do the beginner and intermediate classes, and he does the one because he does a lot of techniques that I don't simply use here. Like me personally, I trade calls, puts, spreads. I do condors, iron condors. I do butterflies. I don't do too much selling of options. I like buying, being in and out of things quick there. Also, your cash is better leveraged than selling. So yes, Skyjack. Absolutely. And those of you that are interested in the classes, just go to our Facebook business page, Santarelli Trading Exchange, shoot us a message, and we can get you on the schedule there if you want to take a class. Or if you're interested in the pricing, just message us there, and feel free to ask. And those of you that were asking about our trade challenge, that's going to be coming up as well. Just waiting for the right time here for the trade challenge, and we'll be getting that going again as well. And that'll probably start with a $5,000 account, and we'll look maybe to get it up to 15 or 20,000.
58.47 the high on NXTC. Gold futures, December gold down $25 now.
Alrighty, guys, so I am going to log off here now on the live video for the day. And again, guys, if you like this, please go give this on YouTube a thumbs up, give it a like for us, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Click the bell to get notified so you know when we go live. And if you'd like to sign up for our website, go to www.thesantarelliexchange.com and use promo code TRADELIVE. And I will see the rest of our members in the trade room now once I get off here. So take care, guys, and enjoy. Bob, within the next 2 weeks for the trade challenge, that's my goal. I just want to do things the right way. I want to have the right documentations, and most importantly, that trade challenge, it's going to be separate from our service, and it's going to be a trade challenge. We're going to document everything, and everything's going to be there for anyone that's taken part in that trade challenge to grow that. So I want things documented well, and I want to have a syllabus and worksheets for our members that are going to be participating in the trade challenge. Alrighty, guys, I will see you guys in the trade room, and I hope you guys have a great day and a great week. Take care, guys. God bless, and I'll see you guys in the trade room on our website, santarelliexchange.com. Just click on Live Trading Room there. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.